let me just try and get the ball started, try and find a property manager. I'll never forget this actually. I sent you the email on Christmas Eve. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to expect a response until probably after the new year. An hour and a half later, you responded saying, yeah, that's what I do. You guys give very good service. You're reasonable. You're very responsive. And one thing I do really like about you guys is that you don't have like long-term contracts. Like the other property management company I had, I was like in a 1 year contract.
It was tricky. You're on call 24/7 and then not knowing all of the maintenance people around town. One of the trickiest things was to manage the work being done between the maintenance company and the tenant. All of the tenants paid rent. The tenants that needed to leave left the places in great condition. And that was a huge, huge relief because I just kept seeing on the news how people were stuck with renters who weren't paying or renters who destroyed the property. And that never happened. You take away all the headaches, all the hassle. Yes, there is a fee for your service, but having done it myself, it's more than worth it. And I really appreciate it. I'm just always wowed by when anything happens. Like I think a couple properties had some water issues, which I think is kind of a typical problem. It's just handled. I get emails letting me know what's going on. That's it. I'm not worrying about anything. So that totally wowed me because I know getting remediation in and cleanup and then repair and dealing with insurance companies, it's just done. And that wows me because I don't have to do it.
Point I was managing properties in Wyoming, Tennessee, Nevada, Texas, and California. So I thought, well, I'm going to go on a journey and see if I can find some property managers. And I found you on the internet. I found your book. So I started reading through the book and I thought, the tone that it was written in, I thought, you know what? This is the kind of guy that I think I'm looking for. Why don't I just contact him about one property? Quite frankly, I have been impressed with every single deal that you've done, every property, every transformation, because if you think about it, all the properties had some kind of crap going on. I do appreciate that I'm not passed to lots of people in your company. I think the quality of people, how fast the turnover, there's very little vacancies. Oh yeah, Alta, the guy had torn the whole house up. In fact, you said it's costing you $1,000 a year to keep this tenant here from the damages that they're causing to your property. But I love the way that you handled the woman at Picaroon that just decided she could live there. She wasn't on the contract. The guy died. They never told me he was dead. How you handled her in getting her out with the sheriff coming, I thought was phenomenal. Yeah, it took extra time and extra effort, but you know what? That's the kind of manager that I had been searching for all along. I appreciate that you don't try and over improve. You make it so it's competitive. It's reasonable. These are middle class family homes. I think your choices of colors and materials are excellent. I know they're popular and they work well and they're affordable, and that really does me what I'm looking for.